got some fresh pineapple I just chopped up there. We've got some leftover rice. You know, it's a rice dish. Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com. Always a pleasure to have you guys here in the kitchen with me. I've got some leftover rice. This is brown rice. It's been in the fridge, so it's going to go nice and greeny, and that's the key to this rice dish here. You can use white rice. I'm using brown rice because that's usually what I use at home. Today we're doing a festive pineapple rice. Boy, you're going to love it. And vegetarians, you're going to make mass with this one here. Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com. Always a pleasure to have you guys here in the kitchen with me. Let's get cooking. I'm using a nice wide pan. If you've got a wok, you can certainly use that. And my pan here is non-stick because I'm trying to cut back on the amount of oil that I use. You know, your boy trying to live a little more healthy. I'm going to go in with about a tablespoon or so of oil, again because it's a non-stick pan. And right away I'm going to go in with some chopped onion, as well as some garlic. And the garlic, all I did was I diced that up finely. You're going to start hearing that little sizzle going on in there. That's because the oil is heating up. All we want to do here, and I'm going to turn my heat down to about a medium low, just to let that gently cook for about a minute or two. I'm going to turn my heat back up to about medium high now, because we want to quickly cook the vegetables that we're going to be using in here. I have a combination of yellow bell peppers, again to get that lovely brilliant color, some red bell peppers, some diced up celery, and some diced up carrots. And all we want to do is quickly stir fry that. And I'm going to also go in with a couple of these bird's eye chili or bird pepper. We call these in the Caribbean bird pepper, stems and everything. And we're going to do it whole because I want to release the flavors from there, but none of that vibrant heat. Next, we're going to go in with some fresh ground black pepper. And some curry powder. This is a Madras blend out of the Caribbean that I'm using. Give that a quick stir because we want to toast that curry powder as the vegetables sweat down or cook down. Again, my heat is on medium high. I'm just going to give that about a minute. I'm going to go in with a little bit of salt. We'll be using soy sauce in here as well, so cut back on the salt because the soy sauce will be salty, and the rice was also cooked in salt. Just going to grate in just a little bit of ginger in there. And we're going to go in with that chopped up pineapple. And this is fresh pineapple. If you want, you can use the stuff out of the can. That's totally up to you. Fresh pineapple is relatively cheap here in Canada, so I mean to say, why go for the canned stuff when you can use the fresh stuff, right? Now we're going to go in with some more flavor, and I have here some sesame oil. And I'm not a huge fan of sesame oil too. I mean to say, if you like that, you can go in with a little bit more, and of course some of that soy sauce. As well as a little bit of this hoisin sauce. Give that a quick stir, just to make sure all those flavors are blended in nicely. I'm going to go in now with that cooked rice. And this is just leftover rice that I had, like I said. But the key here is to have it chilled in the fridge to get that grainy sort of texture out of the rice. And all you want to do now is pretty much stir this, mix it well, and you're heating through that rice. Since the rice was already cooked, it's just a matter of heating this through, and then this dish is done. It's going to take anywhere from about 3 to 4 minutes for that rice to heat all the way through. Guys, remember also when you're serving this, those chili peppers, that bird's eye pepper that we used in there, make your guests aware that there is a pepper in there, so if they bite through it, I mean to say, they're in for a surprise, right? Everything is mixed in nicely here, nice and coated. Final, some scallions or green onions. turn your heat off and just let the residual heat cook through that. Such a delightful and attractive, I mean to say tasty too dish, guys. Very easy to put together. If you have some leftover rice, do your thing, man. A nice festive pineapple rice here if you want. And I have it served up here in the same pineapple that I use. All I did was I core it out to make it nice and pretty and thing, you know. Stage in. Chris here at CaribbeanPot.com. Oh, one more tip, guys. If you want, you can put some toasted shredded coconut on there as well. Vegetarians, delightful for days. Do give this recipe a try. Chris here at CaribbeanPot.com. Always a pleasure to have you guys here in the kitchen with me. Remember to click on subscribe. Tell your friends about CaribbeanPot.com and these dishes, boy. Give them a try, man.